Hello everyone and welcome back to the ZHulk GR25 YouTube channel. I'm your host G and welcome back to the Bannerverse. Now in the last episode I showed you guys how to make tower tops, and I also made tower tops right up there, but as you can see from the back of the base, well, there's a lot that is missing. For example, over here I do not have any of the slabs. As you can see, they get cut off over here, and I've only got one tower when there are supposed to be two towers, except the tower that's on this side isn't made because this wall has to be pushed back. And what I also need to do is, when I finish, I need to connect these two sides of the roof. I don't know if I'm gonna do that in this episode in particular, but yeah. And there's also another pattern that's on this gray wall that is on the front of the house but not the back of the house. I'm gonna show you guys. And of course this staircase also has to be pushed back along with the wall. So in a not so hermit crafty tradition, if I could say that, I'm gonna build the back of my base in this episode. Okay, so if I come all the way up here in the front, as you can see, I have this pattern with rectangles using polished andesite, and I would like to repeat this pattern all around this gray part of the build. I would also like to change the railing up here. I want it to match more this pattern right here, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the pattern on the rounder parts, because it already is on the round parts. I might actually put this on the round parts, it might look better. And eventually I'm gonna change the flags here, maybe raise them a bit higher and make them slightly bigger, I'm not sure. So yeah, we've got a few things to do in today's episode. The whole connecting these two roofs together is because if I go up to the attic, there is no way to access the attic part of that side of the build, and that's kind of the goal right now. What I have is a little bit of exposed redstone, which we do not want. Let me show you. If I head up here, right up the stairs, yeah, you can see this is the redstone that I have. It is not finalized, obviously. I have the switch which turns on and off the lights that are in the room, and yeah, as you can see, when they're on, there's still dark spots here in the corners, and I don't like that. So yeah. And another thing is that this storage is not gonna stay here, it's gonna move all the way in the basement. I don't know if I showed you this during the episode I made about the evolution of my house, but up here is where I have the library now. I haven't moved all of it, I've only moved some of it. So if I go up here, yeah, you can see I've got my bookshelves in here. So that's gonna be the case for all of these extra floors that I have in the roof of the house. And basically, if I head down here, the storage is actually in the way of a staircase. So now here in the middle there is the staircase, right? But there's also another staircase which I started right here, and I think it's going to stay here. I'm not gonna like push it back, but we'll see. So the plan is for the staircase to go up to that room as another alternative way, because it is a very wide house. But enough talking, let's get straight to work. Okay, so we are back, and I am basically finished. So if I actually, if you look over here, as you can see, I connected both roofs together, and now there's kind of a balcony there. Now if we look on the sides, here's another thing that happened. Yup, the pattern that was here with the rectangles, it's done all around. And over here, as you can see by this dirt, I have plans on making some kind of garage in here. Now this tower, I actually had to move it over a block to the left because the way that the two sides of the house kind of meet together and connect, there wasn't really much room. What I did earlier before I moved it was that this corner of the tower was like one block diagonal from the very corner of the house, but there wasn't really room to build a tower top up there. And I don't know how I did it over there. It was like on accident, but it was in the perfect spot. So I measured it and I just had to move this tower over one block. But yeah, I completed both tower tops. As you can see, there's that rectangular part I was talking about. Now the back of the house, this part in the middle, does feel very empty, and I do desperately need to like make something jut out of it, which is where these temporary dirt blocks come into play. I might need to make it longer, maybe like to here, but that is coming in a future episode. And as you can see by that wall, I have successfully moved this entire wall back, and same with the staircase. I actually added a few logs here to make it look more like it's hugging the back porch. I don't know, I just thought it looked cooler, and if we head inside, I did do a little bit of work on the inside. So as you can see, I moved the staircase. The staircase used to start here, and now it's up here, and now it's fully functional. And I moved some of my storage stuff. Some of my storage stuff was on this line. Now it's back here. This is all of my different types of woods. And yeah, I changed the walls. Before I had this blue on the bottom and then the white was on the top. The white, I'm gonna eventually get rid of it completely. What I noticed is that a lot of really older houses, the fancier looking ones, the bottom half of the wall is usually made out of wood, and then your color would go on top of it. The color is usually white, but I do not want to make that strictly white. Now, as you can see by this line and these few lines, I kind of ran out of blue concrete. But basically, I want the outside walls of the house to be too thick, so you won't see this outside pattern from the inside. But the walls that are gonna be in between the rooms are gonna be 3 thick to allow for redstone, which is exactly why I also made the floors and ceilings also 3 thick, as you can tell by the staircase, because I want this house to be redstone smart. As you can see, we've got 3 layers here. Yeah, and I kind of fixed the lighting. I added the lights on. Well, I moved this row of lights 1 block inwards. Same with over there. There is a row of lights here, and then I removed the ones that are along here because that's where the wall went. And yeah, I kind of rewired them so that they all turn on at the same time. So if you watch this, they all turn on at the same time. How cool is that? Let me show you the balcony I made upstairs. As you can see over here, we added a floor. This is not the balcony level, but yeah, I got rid of a lot of the deep slate that was here. I'm not sure if, hold on. This deep slate here, I'm not sure if I could remove it or not. I don't think so. Maybe one of those layers only. We'll see about that. But if I head upstairs... Oh. Okay, this door is temporary, but yeah, we have a balcony out here. It is quite nice, and you can see the tower top like immediately. I made it exactly like I made the ones at the top. And yeah, this is the rectangles that I have on the side. So that's everything right now. There is still the front part of this to like complete the exterior of the house, and I did get inspired from these two towers. I want to add something to the top. I know exactly what I'm gonna add, but I'm gonna keep that a surprise for you guys. You see this cobblestone? In the next episode, we will be on version 1.21. It literally comes out tomorrow, and I want this to be tough bricks. So we're gonna do that to this part of the house, to the dome, to the castle side. I'm still calling it the mansion side, and of course the bottom of these towers. So yeah, and after the tough bricks, I actually want to try and kill the wither, so stay tuned for that. But until next time, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, hit subscribe to support the channel, leave your thoughts in the comments, share this video around with your friends, let them know what's up, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss another upload. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. But until then, this has been G, signing out. Peace.